Hi, this is Kay with Around the House with Kay and Tom. I am always trying to think of something different to do, how to do things. So today I am going to cook some onions in some butter in my Ninja, and then I am going to fix some cube steak with my onions. So first off, all I've got to do is I'm just going to chop up these onions just a little bit. Not sure how this is going to turn out, but I've had this cube steak for a couple of days and I've got to do something with it. So today I just decided I'd try this, and if it doesn't work, I'll let you people know. I've got my onions, and I'm going to take my Ninja pan, and we're just going to put some butter in the bottom of it. I'm just going to scatter some butter in here, and we're going to lay our onions just right on top of the butter. Just lay the onions right on top of the butter. I'm going to put it in my Ninja. I've got my onions with some butter, and I'm going to broil it in my Ninja. Now I've got it on broil, and I've set it for 5 minutes. Well, it set itself for 5 minutes, and we're just going to let it cook and get my onions just a little bit done. Okay, to get our steak, cube steak, ready to go, we need an egg, some kind of canola oil or whatever you use. I happen to like canola oil. We're just going to take an egg, just beat it just a little bit, and you need some flour. And I'm just using all-purpose flour. You don't need much of anything, it's just different stuff. So we're just going to take some flour. Now, whenever my onions get just about done, I'm going to take my cube steak and I'm going to dredge it through my egg and just put a little bit of flour on it, and we're going to lay it on the Ninja wire rack. I'm going to spray that with canola oil when I get ready to do this, and we're going to put it in that and broil it just a few minutes. Okay, now I've cooked my onions for 10 minutes. I broiled them, so I'm just going to let them sit right there until I get my steaks ready to go in there. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my rack with some canola oil. Then I'm going to sprinkle just a little, not much, but just a little, because I like the flavor of this. Old Bay seasoning spice. I'm just going to sprinkle just a little on my steak and rub it in just a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of a different flavor. And I have taken an egg and I beat it up, and I'm just going to dip my steak down, cube steak down in that. And we're just going to dip it in flour and lay it on our wire rack. Make sure you shake off the excess flour. And I'm going to spray the meat just a little bit with some of the canola oil. And we're just going to put it in there and we're going to broil it, turn it over. I've left the onions in there, and I just set this in there, and I've got it on broil. Okay, it's now beefed, and our beef needs to cook at least 5 more minutes. So let's give it another 5 minutes. Now this was cube steak. I took an egg, 1 egg, beat it up in a bowl, took some flour, and I put a little bit of Old Bay seasoning on it. Put the steak, dredged it through the egg and the flour, put it on my rack. Well, first off, I put the Old Bay seasoning on it, and I put the Old Bay seasoning on it and sort of patted it in there, rubbed it in, and then I dredged it through the egg and the Pillsbury flour. This is just all-purpose flour. Sprayed it with canola oil, put it on my Ninja rack, and put it in my Ninja. I broiled it for 10 minutes, turned it over, and now I'm broiling the other side. If you have a Ninja, you really should experiment with it like I have done, and just try out some things. Some things don't turn out good, but it's okay. You start something else. We have cooked it now, this side, for 5 minutes, and I do believe it is done. So we're just going to cut in. We're going to see. Let's see what we've got. Well, it's definitely tender. It is done. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to take our onions, and we're just going to scoop them up. Well, this is definitely something different. The steak turned out good. The onions are good. And like I say, I had made this dressing yesterday, and I always like cranberry sauce. But it made for a very good meal, something different. Hope you enjoyed this short video. Come back and see me.